Hey there everyone, Lord Frigid here with another episode of AR Mock Battles. Today we are back in Light Season. I actually did do some minor restructuring for some raiding party items, just switched a few things around here and there. So we'll actually have to see how that goes as we get into today's matches, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Today's first mock battle is going to be against Frozen Helm's map. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. We have Leanne with Fury, Wings of Mercy, Ground Orders, Distant Guard, Heron Wings, Sing, and Moonbow. Veronica with Close Counter, don't see that every day. Wrathful Staff, Double Savage Blow, with Skjalf, Recover, and Miracle. Morgan with Fury, Wings of Mercy, Distant Guard, Hardy Bearing, Grima's Truth, Drawback, Moonbow. Annette with Life and Death, Close Call, that's a really well invested Annette now that I'm looking at it. Holy guacamole. Joint Drive Attack, Phantom Speed, Crusher, Reposition Glimmer. Wallheart with HP Speed, Low Attack Def, Distant Guard, HP Speed again, Wogun, Reposition, and Moonbow. And finally Ninian with HP plus 5, Sudden Panic, Drive Attack, HP plus 5, Water Breath, Dance, and Escutcheon. So the first thing that I notice about this map is that it seems like it's got a pretty significant red tank weakness. If you just drop a red tank here, I'm pretty sure they could just sweep the map minus Veronica. Because this is actually a choke point, basically, where the structures are arranged in such a way that if I put someone here, they're all just kind of trapped in this box, essentially. So, what's the biggest threat to a Dune? I guess Annette. So 75, Air's going to have Tamari on her, so minus 5. Veronica's actually prioritized because she won't die. So that's going to be an additional plus 7, actually, between Joint Drive Attack and Hood Skjalf. So 77 times 0.8, 62, and this is... Okay, I was wondering, I forgot, it's Hell's Reaper that targets res of non-tome users, but Annette just is lower of foes def or res. That's actually going to be Idune's res in this case. That being said, she still has 51 of it, so plus 7 if I give her the Fortify res 4 buff, which I definitely will, why wouldn't I? That comes out to 58, yeah. You're not really, that's not really a threat. Okay, so I'm sending in the Idune team here. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if it might be worth my time to do this with the Milla, honestly. So let's do that, I think, and then I can do... how do I want to run this? Do I want to do this? Hold on. I'm trying to think about the best way to get up here while giving Idune all the buffs I want to give her. Ideally, she'd also be in range of Peony, but I actually, for Wallheart and Annette, she probably doesn't need it.
This world.
I don't even know if she gets doubled here. Okay, well, interesting. Let's do this, and then that. And then...
Together.
Let me smite you, actually. And move you there. And then there, I can still get the Gentle Dream buffs by refreshing Air. And she can make her way up towards the Aether structures. So, Veronica's prioritized, that's for certain. Then, I don't know who's going to go first between Annette and Wallheart. Looks like Annette. Okay, she deals a 7. Idune heals that right off with Noontime. So, okay, so now... Veronica, unfortunately, gets a refresh from Ninian, although Wallheart, who follows up on her, is not quite so lucky and he just dies. Okay, so how am I going to handle this? I could block in the Veronica. I could one-shot, except I don't think... Yeah, no, I don't really have a way of... Well... Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I don't really want to one-shot. I don't want to one-shot the Veronica because she's the only way I get these Aether structures, keeping her alive, because the rest of the enemies just kind of die. Horrible, painful deaths. Okay, so let's do this, and then move you, and then refresh, and then move you. That's going to get the isolation up, because Veronica's going to be attacking from here and getting a refresh from Ninian. So Ninian's guaranteed to be here, and actually Leanne's probably just going to be here. Well, she transforms. Oh, but Morgan dies. So, I don't know. She might go here. She might just try and loop around there. But I'm thinking, I think she probably just goes here. And then I don't want to break this Aether Fountain just yet. Let me go ahead and move Marth over. So, I'm expecting an attack from Veronica. Exactly. And then a refresh. Oh, from Leanne. Okay, that's fine. 2 9s. And then an attack from Morgan. He dies. And I should be able to, let's see. How do I want to run this? I can take on the Leanne. Oh, well, I guess, or not. You're isolated, but dealing 21 damage is just going to get healed off by the tower, so whatever. I can take this, though, and that actually gets field buffs onto Dune, although they get panicked away immediately, so I guess that's not really a huge factor. Let me move you here, and then do this, I suppose.
It will be done.
And hit end turn. So, let's see what the enemy phase holds here. Veronica obviously attacks again, but this time, Leanne cannot refresh. She's forced into attacking Idun. 2 21s will take her out. And then Ninian is also forced to attack. She's also isolated in this scenario. Idun doesn't quite land the KO on her. However, it shouldn't be too hard to just finish the job. And then I can refresh Idun and walk her onto this trap. See, okay, it's real, so whatever. Doesn't really matter that much. I just need to do this, because I can now smite you up to keep Veronica trapped. And then finish the job on the next player phase. So, that's interesting. Whoa, what in the world? You doubled her? I guess you got hit by the chill speed from air, since Leanne was down. Okay. So, yeah, I think the map has a strong red tank weakness, but other than that, I like the concept. And thank you very much for sharing. So let's go ahead and move on to map number 2. Today's second mock battle is going to be against Hello There. I hope that was a Star Wars reference, because otherwise I just sounded really dumb. And, I don't know, maybe I sounded really dumb anyway. Alright, so we have Edelgard with Fortress Death, Caldera Dance, Death Opening, Aerobatics, Wagasa Dance, Bonfire. Edelgard with Distant Ward, Black Eagle Rule, Joint Drive Res, Drive Attack, Flower Heart Claire, Rally Speed, interesting, Noontime. Alm with Darting Blow 4, Null Follow-Up, whatever that's called, Odd Attack Wave, Hardy Bearing, Luna Arc, No Assist, and Luna Flash. Sigurd with Attack Res Bond, Low Attack Res, Joint Drive Res, Joint Hone Res, Death Blow, Guilt Goblet, Dance, and Iceberg. Katrine with Fort Def Res, Low Attack Speed, Death Smoke, Swift Sparrow, Flame Lance, Reposition, and Glimmer. And finally Sothis with Speed Res Bond, Vantage, Times Pulse, Attack Speed Bond, Sublime Surge, No Assist, and Sirius. I honestly wonder if I could send in the Idun team against this as well. I worry a little bit about the Katrine. Actually, let's check that matchup. Idun has, I believe she has, 50 speed with all of the support that's available to her. So, let me just double check that. That's 38 plus 4, because she's definitely getting hit by Bright Shrine, or Dark Shrine. Plus, she doesn't, oh, she does get a buff. She does get buffs. 3 plus 3 plus 2 for being in range of Flower of Joy. So that's exactly 50, but you cut her speed down to 45, and then you can double her. And then you target her res, which is actually not advantageous for Idun. You have 55 attack, plus 3 from this, the drive res, plus 3, 58 times 1.3 2, sorry, for triangle advantage, 69 effective. Oh wait, no. 55 plus 4 plus 3. 62. I forgot the Swift Sparrow for some reason. Times 1.2, 74, minus Dune's res of 47, 51. If I get Millow's thingamajigger, that's 53, minus 8 is 45. 29. That's not pretty, gotta tell ya. I'd rather not have her do that. She can probably OHKO Alm on the counterattack. That would prevent her from dying outright. I was thinking I could just double smite her and take out Alm on the player phase. But let me run the enemy phase matchup. You 51 minus. Okay, again you get hit by Dark Shrine, so you have 59 defense before any sort of buffs. So I could get you up to what? +5 from Nurturing Breath and Peony. And that comes out to, well, I don't know. I still wonder. I'm not sure that the Adun team is the right call here, just because that Patrine does not waste any time defeating her. So I could deploy another team that I have recently just thrown together as a bit of an experiment. I might just do that, actually. That team doesn't have Milla, though, so only 3 on the... so she'll only have 62 defense, 62... only 62. I know that sounds really weird, but okay, 15 damage out of the Alm, and then 67... I can give her, what, up to +9 from Peony, 76. Yeah, no, you only have 59 combined bulk. Well, actually, you have a little bit more. So 70... What did I say it was? Well, actually, let's just start with 59, then +5. You are closer... Wait, actually, hold on. I forget if rally priority is closer to enemies rule is actual spaces or number of actions. Because if it's spaces, then you're closer. If it's actions, then you're the same. Then who wins the visible stat total outside of HP check? So you're up 8. Wait. So Sigurd's up 8. Up 10. I just compared the Alm speed to Sigurd's res because that was just the easier check to look at. Down what? Down 1. Down 8. Okay, so actually Alm wins the visible stat total check. So let's see here. So tied if the distance check is actions to target, and it's Alms if it's spaces to target. So I'm thinking Alm is going to get the rally, just based on those prioritization checks, which would have to be from here. So he would have +9 res on top of his 59 bulk. 68, nope. Idun's damage was at least 70. I remember that much. If I can get all that support onto her, so that's fine. 15 damage off the Alm, that's nothing. Okay. Actually, wait. 40 times 0.3, 12. She heals most of that. Okay, sure. Oh, God, the Edelgard's there. That means you get your bond. That's... Ugh. I don't like that. Okay. 59, because you neutralize your penalties. So, no Tamari from Poor Air. 59 plus 7 plus 6 plus 3. 75. Minus Idun's res stat of, what did I say? It's... What did I say it was? 47, 51, 51, 48. 48. Well, actually, that team It'd be 52. Still a decent chunk of damage, but it's not so bad. Okay, cool. And then Eldian's Refresh goes to Edelgard, because he has aerobatics, and Petrine can't get there turn 1. So that should work. So this team uses Brave Edelgard. I really just wanted to use Brave Edelgard on a team because I have her, and why not? But the problem was this Dark Shrine, and I didn't want her to take that. So I had two options. I could run Milla, who actually does have a higher defensive stat total, or I could run Idun, who also has a higher defensive stat total and provides some color coverage and lets her, basically just that, taking shrines and color coverage. Unfortunately, she doesn't take chill attack. That would have been cool. But I don't know. I just decided that the synergy here was worth it. I didn't get the Fortify Res bonus onto Idun here, but that doesn't really matter because Sigurd neutralizes that bonus anyway. I can just do this, and then let's just make Petrine go to the left if I can. I am expecting Edelgard to warp in front of Alm for the rally, then Elegant warps there. Interesting. Oh, Edelgard warped back, so Sigurd does not have his bond. Nice. Okay, forgot about that bit. You dealt 1 less damage than I thought you would. Okay, that's fine. Petrine does indeed go for the whatever it is hand side, the left-hand side. Thank you, brain. Now I need to see how I want to handle this because Edelgard's going to do this, right? And then Eldian can warp to her for the refresh. But then she can't actually reach this space. Basically, I don't want to do this, because then Edelgard's going to attack my Edelgard, and I really want to get rid of that Petrine. So, refresh, and then move. I think that's the sequence here. And then I can do this. Just move some units in closer. So here comes the rally, and the refresh from the Eldigan, and then the attack from Petrine. Oh yeah, that's much nicer than those numbers in the Idun matchup. I'll tell you that right now. Okay, so now Idun should actually be able to take it from here. No, whatever you call it on the Eldigan, Courtly Candle, means that she should actually be able to 2H KO him. He does not mitigate 50% of her first attack. That's funny, I just wanted to take a look at that matchup, see what it looked like. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Let me refresh you. Go over there. Idun can take out Sothis on the enemy phase, and then Eldigan should just advance straight down, which leaves me with just the Aether Amphoria to pick up after Air grabs the fountain. So how am I going to do this? I can do that, and that, and I guess I have to distract the Eldigan. I know Peony doesn't die because I literally just this morning had a matchup with a very similar Eldigan where Peony had to take a hit from him, which kind of sucked, but oh well, it's life. So, yeah, Idun can finish off the job now, or I can just give it to Edelgard, give her something to do. Here, have something to do. You got rid of the Petrine, that was nice. Okay. So, that was a pretty interesting rally trap setup there. I liked the usage of Edelgard's built-in warping to go around and do all that stuff. I wonder if it would be worth maybe trying to find some way to put a speed buff on maybe Petrine. Unless you really find that the Death Smoke is working wonders for you. Just because it would prevent Edelgard from warping what I saw there from where Edelgard warped back up to rally the Sigurd. Totally forgot she was going to do that. But other than that, I like the concept of the map. It's got that nice space coverage sort of vibe. It covers a lot of space and actually does threaten it quite well between Petrine and Sigurd on the left and Alm and Sigurd on the right. But yeah, that's really all I've got to say. Oh, actually, you know, one thing I realized just now is Edelgard warping out here is actually probably does threaten some units that are not named Adun with her massive defense and color advantage. That's probably why, because she went back up to rally instead of attacking. Gotcha. So maybe you don't. Maybe it's the speed buff is not necessary. Anyway, just random flickers of thought there. Thank you very much for sharing, and let's go ahead and move on to map number 3. The final mock battle for today is going to be against Murph Rat's light map. As I recall, I challenged their Astra Anima map, I believe in Aether Raid's mock battles number 2. So let's see. Oh, we've got a fireball here. Don't really see those very often anymore. Let's see. Eldigan with Fortress Def, no B or C passes. First thing I would say to change is that. Fortress Def Seal, Courtly Candle, Dance, Bonfire. Thea with Swift Sparrow, Wings of Mercy, Air Orders, I believe that's Air Orders. Okay. Fire Formation, Lofty Blossoms, Root Position, and Gale Force. I actually kind of like the idea of sacrificing one Stat Stacks C slot to make sure the other flyers don't need to run Flyer Formation. Lachesis, I would change that though. Mirror Impact, Wings of Mercy, another Air Orders, Quicken Pulse, Ouch Pouch, Dance, and Iceberg. Well, actually, do you... Oh, you do have Flyer Formation. So, I would change this to a Goat Award. Camilla with Fury 4, Pegasus Flight, Ward Flyers, Deflect Missile, that's interesting. Hackle Lantern, Swap, and Moonbow. Pala with Attack Speed Bond, Wings of Mercy, Attack Speed Rain, Io's Shield, White Wing Blade, Swap Luna. Okay, and finally Loki with Fury 4, Flyer Formation, Attack Speed Rain, Hardy Bearing, Candleaxe Bow, No Assist, and Moonbow. So I could just deploy that same team as last time, honestly. I don't think there would be any issue with that. Adun should be able to handle everyone except for Thea, and then Edelgard would handle Thea herself. Other options, I don't think I want to send in the Cedar Raiding Party against this team. I don't think that would be a good idea. Final Boss Adun could maybe do it. I'd worry about the Thea a little bit. But she should be able to handle it. It's not like she has a devastating special activation, and she does hit Adun's Def, which is quite high. Or I could actually throw in some variety and send in Celica, although I don't think Celica's probably the play because you've got the 2 Rains there. And then, of course, I don't even know if Layla can take out the Camilla. Or I could have Layla take out the Pala, and then have Celica take out, I don't know, Loki or something. That's interesting. But actually, here, hold on. 60, 65, 65. Oh, Camilla actually gets full Pegasus Flight on Layla. That's interesting. Anyway, so I think it'd actually be that then, with probably Smite up, attack from here, Celica's here, safe, nice and safe, switch positions, attack, Loki, get rid of the rain, I guess. Okay, that's an option. Or I could deploy the Glimmer Gang. That actually kind of sounds enticing. Obviously, the easiest way to do this would be to just send in Adun and Edelgard, but I think you guys deserve a break from the Adun and Edelgard thing. Or perhaps more accurately, just Adun, because I've been using Adun a whole lot recently. Well, I mean, to be fair, she's incredibly good. But, yeah, I think it's time to give you a break from that. So, Glimmer Gang is interesting. You'll love it, I promise. I just have to work out what exactly I want to do. Then I'll give you a quick introduction to the setup. So, what happens if I snipe the Camilla? You move. You cannot reach her, so you refresh. You move again, extends your range out to here, this diagonal. Okay. And then one of you two moves. Thea would get Lachesis' refresh. So she could threaten out to less area than Loki. So, I said it was this diagonal, right? Yeah, I did. So if I take you out and then refresh, reposition, you're still on this diagonal. Do I actually want to be on this diagonal? Hold on. If I do refresh and reposition... Who's this? Okay, you're here. And then reposition again to get my attacker off here. And then leave someone here. That should be fine. Can she do it? So, I believe 53 attack plus 12, and then triangle advantage. Yeah, 91 minus... Oh, wait, no, hold on. So you have less. 49, 61, triangle advantage. There we go. 85 minus 37 is still dead. Okay, sweet. Alrighty, so I think I have my plan. So, without further ado, here is the Glimmer Gang! Yay! Alright, so the Glimmer Gang consists of both Cecilia and Lysithea. It basically uses, well, it uses Glimmer, duh. But the idea behind the team is that Cecilia covers blue and colorless threats really well, but her green matchups are shoddy, and her red matchups are non-existent. Now, Lysithea obliterates greens and does really well against red, so she basically just covers those two weaknesses. And this raiding party works for a few reasons. The first one is, well, one, because these two do a pretty good job of covering each other. Two, because I have literally 3, and now actually you could say, argue 4 raiding parties that rely on a strong red tank, which leaves me open to strong blue enemies, as we saw in the last battle a little bit, except I had Edelgard to complement a Doom there. So having the option to carry a powerful green unit is very nice. And finally, it really screws with rally traps. Like, if I were to execute a hit and run like I'm proposing to do here, then I can use Cecilia to just use her cavalry movement range to force a rally trap to activate when say she's all way out here and the enemies are way over here. So they can't, when the refresher hits the rally unit with the refresh, that basically just does nothing. And it's basically just a waste of an action. They just kind of advance right into my... I don't know whose AirPods those are, but they are not mine. I don't even have any, so I don't know why you keep... Anyway, where was I? I was talking about how Cecilia screws with rally traps. Yeah, she screws with rally traps. That's really all I need to know. Do I want... I kind of don't want to put field buffs here, although... Oh, wait. Oh, God. I forgot that Tome of Order's Flyer are effective. Huh. I was calcing out that Loki matchup with just the 1.4 from Triangle Advantage and Triangle Adept. But in reality, she doesn't care about Panic Manor. She just obliterates her anyway, obviously. I can do this, and then I can do that. And heck, I could even do this if I just wanted to stop Lachesis from doing things. But I don't... It's not threatening if she does, so whatever. Let me do this and break this, because I don't want it affecting her, and do that. Sweet. So, now what I can do is take out the Camilla, refresh, reposition down this way, reposition Lysithea here off of the threat range diagonal of Loki, which Cecilia is right exactly on. And then I can actually do this. And then have her wait. So she probably doesn't mind losing the solos, to be perfectly honest. So Loki's going to attack, get obliterated. Thea is going to... Oh, interesting. So she repositioned. So... Oh, you have the iceberg. I said ouch pouch when I was reading off the skills, but I totally just drew a blank on what effect it was going to have. So, what happens after I take you out? You move, and then you get a refresh from one of you two. I don't actually know which one. But regardless, even if it's Eldigan, when you move again, it's out of Lachesis' range.
Mm-hmm.
So that doesn't really matter. I'll take out the Thea. Nice 160 damage there. And then reposition with Lysithea? Well, I mean, Cecilia is definitely not going to be doing anything against Pala, so I need to go ahead and have Lysithea over here for now while I take her out, and then I can go after the Aether Fountain. So what? Just move you and hit in turn? Pretty sure. That should be safe. Pala's going to move, get a refresh from... Okay, Eldigan. That's fine. She moves. Lachesis moves as well. One-shot, right? Yep, that's what I thought. And then this should also be a one-shot. And then this can be the Aether Fountain. And then I will just wait. I actually don't think Eldigan's going to do anything to her. Yeah, no. 0 damage. She has the attack def solo seal because nobody else really needed it.
Mm-hmm.
So she can go ahead and just smack him. That's a one-shot through the Courtly Candle, and actually the Courtly Candle mitigated that down to 92, so that was going to be an 184. The power of triangle advantage on top of effective damage, I guess. So that was an interesting map. Where'd you go, though? I think you were here? There we are. All right. So I would argue that it would be worth your time to make a few adjustments. First and foremost, give this man some skills. I'm thinking either Goad or Ward. Doesn't really matter which. And I would say if you can afford to get another Goad or Ward stack into these 2 units slots, that would be beneficial as well. Especially you, mostly you, possibly you. The Rain, I can see that might be handy sometimes. But on the whole, I would imagine that for the performance of the team as a whole, it would be more effective to have a Goat or Ward there. Or maybe that's just my personal preference talking. But anyway, thank you very much for sharing your map, and that is actually the last one for this batch. And that is it. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of AR Mock Battles. I would like to once again extend a huge thank you to this week's volunteers. I still actually have yet to use the Glimmer Gang in a real Aether Raids battle, so hopefully they'll get their time in the sunshine soon. Next week, we will be going into Astra Season with another few maps. I will leave the current mock battle queue in the description, or a link to it rather. And if you'd like to volunteer your own map, just leave your hero friend code in the comment section and I'll send a request your way. As always, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.